Guys, what's up? It's tubofgaming here today once again. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about, can the Houston Rockets beat the Golden State Warriors in the Eastern Conference Finals? So without further ado, let's get into it. So the Houston Rockets had a record of 65-17 in the regular season with a home record of 34-7. The Warriors had a record of 58-24 with a home record of 29-12, and the season series between the Rockets and the Warriors was 2-1, and the Rockets won that series. So it is safe to say that they both did a good job protecting their home court this season, and it's going to be really tough to win on each other's floor. Of course, the Rockets have the home court advantage in this series, but I do believe that the Warriors can win on the road. So it's very important that if the Rockets want to win this series, they have to protect home court, and the same thing goes to the Warriors if they want to win this series. In terms of who has the better team, of course, the Warriors probably do, pretty much having the whole starting lineup be comprised of all-stars and having two best players in the NBA in Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry, with the Rockets only having maybe two all-stars on the roster in James Harden and Chris Paul, who was an all-star this year, but he was hurt for most of the year, but he did have an all-star caliber season, so we'll consider him an all-star in terms of this. Also, Clint Capella, who was close to being an all-star, he was on the verge of being an all-star, so he's a potential all-star in the future, so we'll consider him as an all-star as well, along with the Warriors definitely have the most experience out of both of them, having been to the finals the past 3 years and having winning two of those championships and having two champions under the belt. That's just something the Rockets do not have with this current team being constructed, has never won a conference finals, has never won anything else, so this is, they don't have an experience. In my personal opinion, the most talented and experienced team doesn't always necessarily win. I think the Rockets have a good chance at winning this series because the Warriors are a lot less deadly this year than they were the years past. First of all, for the first time in 3 years, they don't have the number one seed. That belongs to the Rockets this year. Also, they don't quite have the same rhythm they've had in the years past. Steph Curry has been out for a good chunk of the playoffs, and I don't think they're quite back to their old Warrior selves yet. And while I think the Rockets have been playing as a unit the whole playoffs, and the rhythm is there, along with that, I think they have faced a lot tougher opponents than the Warriors have with the Utah Jazz and the Timberwolves. Yeah, the Timberwolves were the AFC, but they should have been a lot higher. Jimmy Butler got hurt, and they slipped down in the standings. So I think the Rockets did have tougher opponents, and they're more equipped for a series like this than the Warriors are. In order to beat the Warriors, the Rockets need to be on their A game. They need to be clicking on all cylinders, and even then the series is more likely going to a Game 7. If I'm the Rockets, I don't want to go to Game 7 with the Warriors. I don't want to risk that. Even though it's on their home court, I don't want to risk going into a Game 7 shootout with the Warriors. I want to end it before then, and maybe in Game 6 or Game 5, which is more likely not going to happen. I believe this isn't going to Game 7 either way, but I'm the Rockets. I want to work hard to keep that from happening. Also, I believe that the Rockets need to be hungrier than the Warriors are, which I believe they are at this point. They haven't won the championship yet, so I believe they're a lot hungrier than the Warriors are. The Warriors have already won a championship. Yeah, they want to win another one, but they're not as hungry as they were when they first wanted to win one. And I believe they need to give a maximum effort in order to win this series. The key player, in my opinion, for the Rockets is going to be Clint Capella. The Warriors don't really have a dedicated center to guard him, so they're going to have to keep feeding him the ball at the point where the Warriors will most likely place Draymond Green on him, which possibly takes Capella out of the equation considering how good of a defender Draymond Green is, but this will leave someone else open, such as James Harden or Chris Paul, and they better take advantage of that opportunity they have in front of them to drive to the rim and get fouled or pass it out to an open shooter. That's how they'll win the series, is by out-shooting the Warriors and beating their other players. Another key thing the Rockets have to do is play defense. I'm not talking lockdown defense because that's not who the Rockets are, but they need to get key important stops in order to keep this game from getting out of hand. With the Warriors, if they start shooting well and they click on all cylinders, this game could easily get out of hand. And if you don't contest their threes, you let them drive to the rim, you let them do all that stuff, this game will go be a blowout. So you got to get some key stops in the game in order to keep that from happening and keep yourself in it. Along with that, I believe that the key matchup is going to be Chris Paul and Steph Curry. It's going to be an excellent matchup. If Chris Paul can contest Curry's threes and kind of slow him down from getting to the rim and kicking out to open shooters, I believe that will disrupt their offense quite a bit because that's what they rely off of. Also, they need to find a way to slow down Kevin Durant. Obviously, there's no way to stop him completely because, come on, he's Kevin Durant, but you have to find a way to contest his shots and get in his face, because if you don't do this, this guy can single-handedly take over the game. Overall, I believe there's a very good chance the Rockets can win this series. Everything just needs to go right for them, and I'm not a Rockets fan. I'm just somebody that's tired of seeing the Warriors win every year. It's time for someone else to win for a change. Also, like that, I don't want to see the Cavaliers in there again. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Rockets and Cavaliers matchup, but I'd rather see a Rockets and Celtics matchup, something different for a change. That'd be cool, but we'll see what happens, guys. The games are this Sunday. Hopefully they're really good. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I think the Rockets need to win Game 1 to have a good chance in this series, and I also believe for the Celtics and Cavaliers matchup, I think there's a good chance the Celtics can win that matchup as well. If you guys want to see a video on that as well, thought I could make it later on, but that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.